Welcome, you are listening Radio Central News. I'm Chandni and now news in detail. India has crossed the 9 million mark in conducting COVID-19 tests with 90,56,173 samples having been examined till July 1, officials said on Thursday. The officials of Indian Council of Medical Research also said there are now 1,065 testing labs in the country, 768 in the public sector and 297 in private. The daily testing capacity is also growing fast, they said, adding it was around 1.5 lakh per day on May 25 and is more than 3 lakh per day now. As many as 2,29,588 samples were tested on Wednesday, which took the cumulative number to 90,56,173, the country's apex health research body said. Starting with just one laboratory, the National Institute of Virology in Pune, and having 100 in the beginning of the lockdown, the ICMR on June 23 validated 1,000 testing labs, it said. The Union Health Ministry meanwhile said the total number of people being tested for COVID-19 in the country will soon touch 1 crore. Private trains are expected to start operating in the country from April 2023. Stating this, Railway Board Chairman Vinod Kumar Yadav told a press conference here on Thursday that financial bids are expected to be invited by November this year to operate private trains. The cluster will be allocated on the basis of financial bids by February-March 2021, and it is expected that from April 2023, private trains will start running in the country. He, however, clarified that private trains will not be started on any route after closing existing trains. These trains will be in addition to the existing trains. The same routes have been selected for private trains where there is a lot of demand and tickets are cancelled due to a large waiting list. The authority to decide the fare of private trains will be vested with the company running it. Regarding the possibility of increasing train fares due to this, Mr. Yadav said 5 crore passengers remain on the waiting list every year. With the arrival of private trains, those who can afford expensive tickets will travel in them so that poor passengers will get confirmed tickets in trains run by Indian Railway. Amid heightened tensions along the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh, India on Thursday again asked China to ensure expeditious restoration of peace and tranquility in the border areas and honor bilateral agreements. Several rounds of military and diplomatic talks were held in an effort to ease the border stalemate at multiple locations in Ladakh region. We expect the Chinese side to sincerely follow up and ensure expeditious restoration of peace and tranquility in border area as per bilateral agreements and protocols. Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Anurag Srivastava told reporters during the virtual weekly press briefing. The troops of India and China have been engaged into standoff along the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. In a violent face-off on June 15, 20 Indian soldiers were killed. However, Chinese side also suffered casualties, but they have yet not given out any detail. 3 times the corps commanders of two armies met to discuss the process of disengagement and de-escalation. India and China have been having discussion through the establishment diplomatic and military channels to address the situation along the LAC and India-China border, he further added. Aiming to ensure safety and sovereignty of the Indian cyberspace, the government has banned 59 Chinese apps including TikTok and Cam Scanner. India's trade deficit with China fell to $48.66 billion in 2019-20 on account of decline in imports from the neighboring country, according to the government data. Exports to China in the last financial year stood at $16.6 billion, while imports aggregated at $65.26 billion, the data showed. The trade deficit between the countries was at $53.56 billion in 2018-19 and $63 billion in 2017-18. The main imports from China include clock and watches, musical instruments, toys, sports goods, furniture, mattresses, plastics, electrical machineries, electronic equipments, chemicals, iron and steel items, fertilizers, mineral fuel, and metals. New Delhi has time and again raised concerns over widening trade deficit with China. The government is taking steps such as framing technical regulation and quality norms for several products to cut dependence on China for imports. It has also imposed anti-dumping duties on several goods which are being dumped in the domestic market at below the average price from China with a view to guard domestic players from cheap imports. As many as 371 products have been identified for technical regulation. Out of these, technical regulations have been formulated for 150 products worth about USD 47 billion of imports. Over 50 quality control orders and other technical regulations have been notified in the past 1 year, including on electronic goods, toys, air conditioner, bicycle parts, chemicals, safety glass, pressure cooker, items of steel, electronic items such as cables. China accounts for about 14% of India's import and is a major supplier for sectors like mobile phones, telecom, power, plastic toys, and critical pharma ingredients. BSE Sensex on Thursday advanced further by 429.25 points to 35,843.70, following a gain in consumer durable, technology, IT and auto stocks. The Nifty of National Stock Exchange too rose by 121.65 points to 10,551.70. That is all for the today's news bulletin. Stay tuned to Radio Central News for more updates.